Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of one of the best science fiction movies, fantasy movies of all time, The Butterfly Effect. This movie came out in 2004, and it is a drama science fiction thriller. Excuse me. I saw this movie, and I didn't get a chance to pay a lot of attention to it the first time I saw it. The second time I saw it, I got to pay a little bit more attention, but I was pulled away. I didn't get to see the whole thing. So the third time I saw it, I really paid close attention, and you've got to pay close attention. The minute details in the background, in the extras, in the minor characters, the actors, the supporting cast. You got to pay close attention, because if you don't, you're going to get lost. This movie is brilliant. Okay? And I talk about this. I did a technophobe video on time travel, and I did another one, Temporal Theory, a Layman's Guide, I think it was. Go check those out. The plot of this is that there's a man who suffers blackouts during significant events in his life. And he learns to time travel in an effort to remember the lost time. He finds out that he can alter the past, and he does so in an attempt to fix his present, which would be the future. Okay. This is a classic example of why history shouldn't be messed with. If you're not familiar, the butterfly effect is a theory in a time travel theory. I don't know, temporal physics, I guess. What it means is, if you send a butterfly back in time, and this butterfly lands on a lake, on the water, and the tiny ripple goes out and hits, that ripple can affect something that could conceivably change the future. The butterfly effect. The slightest little thing changed can alter the future. That's the theory behind that. Now, to me, that makes sense, because we are the sum of our memories. We are the sum of our previous actions. What you did yesterday affects tomorrow in some way. Well, if you change what happened yesterday, you're going to, by definition, change what happens tomorrow. Okay? I believe that the future is malleable in the idea that you can do something today to change what's going to happen in the future tomorrow. Well, if you go back in time and change what happened then, you're literally changing your present. And it probably won't be for the good. People don't change the past with the idea of, well, I suppose so. There was a book out a while back. I read it. It's called The Guns of the South. And in the book, somebody took 100,000 AK-47s. They were South African racists. They took 100,000 AK-47s and gave them to the South during the American Civil War, and the South ended up winning, and it didn't really change much. It's you got to read the book. It's pretty good. The pictures General Lee with a Confederate guy with an AK-47 on the cover. It's interesting. But the point is, when you go back into the past to change something, even if you're trying to make it better, you don't know what's going to happen. There's no way to tell what can happen, because the slightest little thing, if you go back in time and step on a bug, that bug could have conceivably, maybe that was the last of that bug, and it didn't have a chance to procreate and make more bugs. And that bug is the key to a drug that saves millions of people. You see what I'm saying? Anything could happen. You don't know. Changing the past is never, never, never good. Hence the butterfly effect. The cast here, really great cast. Ashton Kutcher, Melora Walters, Amy Smart, Callum Keith Rennie, Eldon Henson, William Lee Scott, Eric Stoltz. Really great cast. When I do these, I try to do a standout. And I got to go with Ashton Kutcher. He plays Evan Treborn, the guy who's going back in time trying to change stuff. You know, the more you find out about Ashton Kutcher, he's a great comedian, but he's not just a comedian. He is a great actor, but he's not just an actor. He's a very talented actor. Everything I see him in, every time I see him, he surprises me by topping what he did before. I first saw him in That 70s Show. Then I saw him in this, and I was like, well, I can't be the same guy. And then you watch him in other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And recently in a TV series called The Ranch we watched. His acting is beyond ridiculously good. Anything you see him in, watch. Even if it's just a comedy, because he's funny too. He does a lot of physical comedy, and he does a lot of slapstick kind of stuff. And he plays stupid really well. But he is such a great actor. He's so much more than that. Anybody who thinks he's just a comedian, you got to pay attention, because he's doing other stuff. That's all I'm saying. So if you get a chance to see The Butterfly Effect from 2004, I promise you will not be disappointed. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.